Now we have our designer window in front of us. We have our images here below us. The first thing that you'll notice at the top here is our 25 by 35 Desire front cover. Okay, so we choose an image that we'd like to go onto the front cover. You can just scroll along the images here. Or remember, if you had the different groups, we had the pre-wedding group here, you can just sift through the pre-wedding group to find your image. We'll go back to all images, and we're going to find something that sort of reflects the front cover. We'll just take something from the front cover here. Let's have a look, and I think we'll just take an image of the bride here. So we'll just pick up the image and just drag it on. Now, if we want to crop this, all we need to do is to double click on this here, and we can crop the image, move the image around, do whatever we like within this circle. We can create a black and white image here just by clicking on the black and white button. We can open in an external editor, which will be in a further tutorial. So I'm just going to save this as the cover. Okay, and when I click onto the next page, you'll see the way that we've labelled the pages here is page 1 and 2, because obviously with the G.F. Smith books, when they open up, it's a double page spread. So if I want to just add a complete background image to this page, we have our flowers here. All I need to do is to drag this image on to the page and release, and we have our full page image. Now again, we can just double click on this. We can crop zoom right in so that we don't have any background areas on there, and we can make it black and white. Not sure I'd do that with the nice coloured confetti that was coming out there, and we'll just say save. So we've got our image here on that. I might take the opacity down slightly on there. Okay, so we now have a background image. Now, what I'd like to do is to add some more images onto the top of this. So what you need to do at the top of the screen here, we have our little text at the top and our menu. So we have layers. We can add a layer, we can remove a layer, we can add some text, we can undo what we did, or we can redo what we did. We can save, and we can order directly from here. So what I want to do is to add a layer. So I'm just going to click on here and add a layer on there. So within that layer, I just want to scroll along here, and I want to pick up a copy of the dress and drop a copy of the dress into the layer. Again, we can resize here. We can do pretty much anything we want on here. We can resize by using the windows over here, and I'm just going to make that slightly smaller, keep the registration, and I'm now going to click out and add another layer, drop another layer underneath, and we'll pick up the girls here. Now the two top layers, I'll find them, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to add a little border to both of those. So at the same time, so I have this picture selected here. If I hold the Command key on the Mac and just click on that image, I have both images. I can then actually move both images around. They're locked together. So anything I do, they're going to come up with their borders. So I'm now going to add, just for visibility purposes, a 3-point stroke around these. And the stroke colour we're going to add, so that you can see it, we'll just add a black stroke line. Okay, so we'll come away from that. We'll just pull that image away. So we have our black stroke line. We also have as a default a drop shadow for the layers going on the top. If you don't want the drop shadow, just select and turn the drop shadow off. Or if you want the drop shadow on, click it on there. And also, if you click both together again, you can turn the drop shadow on or off for both of them. So that's our first page that we've started there. We'll now move on to our second page. And the first page you will see appears at the top here. One of the things that we also have is some templates for you. We've written some templates in, and we are always looking for new templates. So if you can create some new templates, send us the album. We can create the templates from that. So I have a template here that I just want to pick up and drop onto the page. It resizes and pops into the page where it's got a graduated background. I can go back to my images, and I can look for some different images to put in here. Let's put some of these with the bride here. Let's say we'll have this is a square image just here. Okay, we'll double click on that, and we'll just zoom in a little bit with the bride and her bridesmaid. There, okay, and we'll save that down. And as that page has got a grey background, I think we'll pop that into black and white. We'll save that there. We'll grab this image that we had on the front cover, Actually, let's move over to this image. I think that's a much nicer image going in there, and it's black and white already. Pop that in, double click, just move our crop around a little bit. We'll take the bride's mum, she's not going to be very happy with me. And we'll save that down, and then we're just going to zoom in on a part of this image. So we're going to drop this into this aperture here, and looks a bit strange with the arm coming out. So let's just focus on what mum's doing at the back here. Okay, so she's looking at the back of the bride's dress. Okay, save. So we now have a page created from a template.